everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me. Now today I'm starting a brand new series called Countdown to Christmas. And this series I'll be just making Christmas cards all the way up to the first week in December. So I hope you enjoy it, and we're going to jump in and get started. Now today I'm going to be making a card using this stamp set. It's an older stamp set from my favorite things. It's called Merry Christmoose. It's a very cute stamp set. And so we're going to jump in and get started. Now first off, we are going to take our card base, the standard size 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch card base. It's white. And then I have the stencil from Echo Park. It's called Arctic Snow. Love that. I'm going to place my stencil right on top of my card base. I'm going to secure it down with some painter's tape just so it doesn't move. And then I am going to create a background for my card base with a Nouveau Glimmer Paste. Love this glimmer paste. It's a very soft, iridescent, almost a see-through paste when it dries, and it dries pretty quick. I'm just going to cover that entire stencil and then remove the painter's tape. I guess, oh, the glimmer paste is called Moonstone. I guess you'd probably like to know that. But now I'm going to just take my finger and go along the edges to take off any bumps that are sticking out to make it smooth. But I love the shimmer in that. And my lighting, again, is not that great just because of the season. But it's really pretty iridescent. And if you want to visit my blog, you'll see close-up pictures where I can probably get better lighting there. But now I'm going in on a piece of Bristol Smooth cardstock with some Candied Apple Distress Oxide ink. I just covered it, making sure it will fit my die that I'm going to be using for this panel. I'm going to add some water, and then just dry it off a little bit and create a little bit of a textured background, I suppose. I'm just going to use my heat tool to dry that real fast because I'm going to use some more of that glimmer paste. Now I cleaned off my stencil and I put it right. I want to just cover the area that has the candied apple on it and do the exact same thing with that Moonstone glimmer paste. Love this stuff because a little goes a long way too. And it does dry, like I said, pretty fast. Now the neat thing that happened here is when I added it to my Distress Oxide ink, it turned kind of a goldish color, which was really pretty. Wasn't expecting that, but that happened, and it's a good happening. Now I stamp my images. I'm sorry, I thought I was recording when I did this, but I stamped my images with some VersaFine ink, and then added clear embossing powder, and then I went ahead and heat set that. And then I'm going to color in my images here with my Zig Clean Color Airbrush markers. The stamp set that I have does have the coordinating dies, and so if I can find it, I don't know if I can, since it is an older stamp set, but if I can, I'll leave a link below to where you can find the stamp set. But I'm just taking the coordinating dies, and I'm going to cut out my little images here using my Big Shot. Just going to run that through. I think using the Zig markers worked well with these images, especially for the Christmas tree, because I wanted a little bit of green on it, and I like the watercolor behind the branches on that tree. Now that dried already, which was so surprising. Now I'm going to stamp my sentiment. Now this part, if you plan on casing this card, I suggest you stamp your sentiment first, because I was taking a big chance here. The glimmer paste has a nice texture to it, and so when I added my stamp on top, I wasn't sure if the sentiment would be legible, but it worked out good. I think I got really lucky. So if you plan on casing this card, I suggest you stamping your sentiment first and then going over with the glimmer paste. I use Versamark ink, and then I'm just going to go over it with my white Glacier White embossing powder from Nouveau. And like I said, it's a little bit bumpy, but it wasn't so bad. If it was really bad, I probably would have started all over, but it turned out okay. I'm just going to use my heat tool here and melt that embossing powder. And there were a little bit of bumps where that glimmer paste was underneath the sentiment, but all in all you can still read it, and that was the most important part. Now I have this die from my stash. It's a C&CT die. I'm just going to cut out my little panel there. Lovely. Now my card base is dry also, and I'm just going to flip my panel over and add some foam tape on the back. And then that panel is going to go on my card base. I didn't center it. I'm going to adhere it to my card base towards the top because I'm going to have a bottom heavy card. So place that in there. Lovely. Now I'm just going to add my little colored in element here. I'm going to start off with my little rug. I'm going to directly adhere that to my panel. Lovely. Now once I have that done, I'm going to add my Christmas tree. I am going to pop that up with some dimensional adhesive. I'm going to place that in to the left of my rug there. And then I'm going to add some dimensional adhesive to my little moose and place him right on the rug. And then that's it. That is my card for today. I hope you liked it. If you did, let me know by giving me a thumbs up or leave me a comment below. Thank you so much for stopping by, guys. I wish you a fantastic day, and we will see you again real soon. Bye-bye.